Alright, so I want to make this video not to convince those who are stuck in the limited philosophical belief systems they've been instilled with all their life through mainstream indoctrination, and those who buy into the mainstream narratives because they're stuck in the limited belief systems that they've been indoctrinated with. But for those who have escaped those limited belief systems on the nature of reality and have caught on to the fact that something's not right here with this whole COVID-19 thing, because they're not stuck in limited belief systems, and they sense that this is clearly some sort of weird operation going on. A conspiracy, if you will. So now the old conspiracy, yes, this all might be happening so that they can bring in their new world order and, their forced vaccinations, their cashless society, their microchips, their one world government. Yeah, that's all. That definitely could be part of this. Yes. But if I found that there is some sort of conspiracy, it's all about trying to put us in lower levels of consciousness, to keep us in these lower states of consciousness, to keep us in these fear-based states of consciousness, these lower vibratory states. Because there's a correlation there between our states of consciousness and our emotional states and the vibratory states of our body and the coherence of our bodies. And you can look into the Heart Math Institute and Dr. Bruce Lipton. They have some of this worked out between the relationship between fear-based states of consciousness and the lower vibrational states there, and the disharmony of our bodies and the disharmony we put out into the field, and the higher states of consciousness that are more loving states, and the coherence that produces and the coherence that produces out into the field. Because what's important to understand is we're not just physical bodies operating in a physical world. We are harmonic oscillators in an energy field. And we oscillate this harmonic energy out into the field. Okay? So I'm just trying to talk kind of loose. I'm not trying to get real technical here. So, think about it like this. We are these harmonic oscillators in an energy field, okay? And that we radiate this energy out into the environment. And, when we're in certain groups, when we radiate this energy out, it produces an effect within the group in a feedback loop. All of reality is working through these feedback loops of these smaller systems creating higher systems. Your body is made up of subatomic particles making up atoms, which make up molecules, which make up cells, which make up organs, which make up your body, which all produce through a feedback loop system and a resonance, a vibratory state, which creates this synchronization and coherence to produce a higher state of being. Okay, so when they all work together, it produces coherence to build something higher. Your body is working through the coherence and workings of your organs and cells. The smaller systems make up a larger system. Just like we make up groups. So we are like an individual oscillator of energy making up a group system, making up a whole social system, a whole global system, but also within smaller groups too. Okay, as we are harmonic oscillators in an energy field. So they want to keep us in this lower vibratory state, more fearful states of consciousness, lower states of energy and vibration. And then we form groups. When we're with groups, we produce an exponential effect. If we radiate positive energy, we create positive energy in groups, which create more positive energy, more positive vibrations into the field environment. So what's going on here, if they want to keep us in these lower vibratory states, keep us in this lower consciousness, that's what the whole conspiracy is about. This whole COVID-19 thing and these whole measures is to keep us in these stress and fearful states of consciousness. And what they're doing is they're not letting us form these groups. Okay? These groups create a more positive whole ripple in effect because we're all little individual pieces of feedback into a larger group. It creates an exponential effect. If we all have these groups of positive energy, we're radiating more positive energy into the field. But if they're not letting us get together and have these events and concerts and festivals, we're not doing that. We're not doing these. We're not producing these whole greater systems of positive energy, positive feedback, loving energy, social coherence, group coherence. Look into Heart Math Institute for some of this. This is all there. They have this all worked out. Okay? So they're not letting us do any of that. They don't want us to produce this loving harmonic energy into the field. They're trying to limit that, keep us in stress and fear. They don't want us in these groups. They want us to social distance. They don't want us together in happy, loving states of consciousness. The only things they will allow are people to get together in angry, upset, frustrated states of consciousness. Now, these are all good people doing this. I love everyone and all these people, and I'm with everyone, and they're upset with this whole establishment. I am too, yeah, trust me. Think it's all a big conspiracy to keep us in these lower states of consciousness. But you have to understand that if you really want to go protest it and not just go out there all angry, especially if they're encouraging you to protest, seems like a red flag to me. You think? So that's what I think this is all about. They want to keep us in stress and fear, because they want to keep us in lower consciousness, lower vibration. They don't want us to get together in these groups. They want to keep us isolated, separate, because in these groups we form a higher feedback loop. And if we're in these groups of positive, loving, emotional states, we form a higher feedback loop of energy and love into the field. And they don't want that. Now, who are they? I don't know. You know, the Archons, the Anunnaki. I mean, what do they want? To feed off of our lower energy? I don't know. But I have found that if there is some sort of conspiracy, it all ties back into trying to keep us in lower states of consciousness, to lower our vibratory energy. And there's a correlation between our vibratory energy and our states of consciousness within the field. And they want to reduce that, keep us in lower energy, lower vibrational states of consciousness. That's what they're doing with this whole COVID-19 thing and the measures. Keep us in states of fear. That's why there's a mask mandate. So it's constantly in our minds, the fear, the stress. It even may affect our breathing, which then creates, a disharmony in our body with our breath rhythms. When there's a relationship between our breath. That's why they tell you to take a deep breath when you're frustrated and angry, because it can calm you down. Okay? That's what this is all about. The social distancing, the canceling of events and concerts. It doesn't allow the harmony into the field environment, the social coherence, the group coherence. They're trying to stop all that and separate us to create disharmony, lower consciousness, fear, and stress. And it ain't right, guys, and we need to stand up for ourselves and not let this happen, because this is the deep level of conspiracy that's really going on here. Because we are not physical bodies of matter in a world of physical matter. We are harmonic oscillators in an energy field with consciousness creating this reality. And they're trying to control our consciousness and control our creation of reality. Why? I don't really know. But that's what I found is going on. And that's what I think is really going on with this whole COVID-19 thing. To keep us in stress and fear and lower vibrational consciousness. And not letting us get together in groups with peaceful and loving consciousness. They're trying to stop all that and social distance and have us fear each other and fear our embrace of each other and our love of each other. Because they don't want humanity to have that. And that's why humanity has been held back for so many years. Because something doesn't want us loving each other and embracing each other like this. Who's ever really in control up to the tippy top. For some reason, they don't want us to have that. And it ain't right, guys. And I think they're going away. They're losing their power. And that's why they're pulling this wild and crazy stuff on us. And we need to stand up for ourselves and say, no, this isn't right. We want to get together and have loving and happy times. And it's crazy that they're telling us we can't. So that's the whole deep, deep part of what's really going on here from what I've found.